Hi, I'm Kimmy, and I live in New York City. My life was pretty good, and I only had one real problem. Actually, two. My classmates Alex and Lucas. They were from the richest families in my entire city, and everybody worshipped them. They were the most annoying jerks who thought they could get away with anything, and they were always late to classes and never got punished for it. They hogged the food at the lunch cafeteria, and they got crazy followers. To take all the good stuff first, the rest of us were stuck with the worst items on the menu every day. I was on the girls' basketball team, and we never got to practice because the boys were always using the court. No one wanted to fight Alex and Lucas, except me. Get off our court. It's our turn. I'm going to keep yelling until you... Alex threw a basketball at my head. Ugh, I wanted to hit him, but my teammates held me back. They had too much power, and I thought they'd rule us forever. Until the day of the chemistry exam, I went to the school auditorium to pick up my friend's jacket. That's when I saw a fire on stage. Lucas and Alex were watching it like it was no big deal. Oh my God! Fire! Fire! The moment they heard my voice, Lucas flew to the door and closed it, while Alex pressed my hand behind my mouth. He licked his hand. I licked his hand to get him to take it off. I raced to the fire and took a closer look, and my jaw dropped. It was our chemistry tests all in there in a garbage can and burning away. What did you do? We wanted to do the class a favor, so we burnt the tests. Now we can take them again. People worked hard on those, you jerks. Watch your mouth. You watch your face. I attacked him. I did so well on this test. I hate you. I hate you. Alex started pulling from behind me. She's gone crazy. Guys, the fire. I looked up and screamed. The flames were getting out of control. We ran out of there as the fire alarm went off. I watched in shock as the entire auditorium burned down to bits. The principal was furious. He checked the fire and figured out that someone had burned the test on purpose. The person responsible for this better clean up, or I'm giving everyone an F on this test. And what happens to the culprit? They get expelled. Opened my mouth to run out the boys, but Alex and Luke didn't, and then said that they loved the auditorium. Everybody cheered for them, and I wanted to gag. They both pulled me aside and said, "Let's talk, princess." And I told them not to call me that. And they said, "If you tell anyone what you saw, it's our word against yours. And the security tapes probably caught you," I told them. "We can bribe the principal. Then I'll tell the media that the school takes charges." Lucas jumped in between us. "Okay, let's calm down. You're talking to billionaires. Whatever you want, we can give it to you." When I hit him, I'd just gotten a ticket to some serious stuff. They messed with me, and now it was my turn. I'll think about it. I turned to leave, and they looked worried. From now on, the school was going to run according to my rules. I made them all take my notes in classes, and they had to do my homework too. In the afternoon, I took my basketball team there to the court, and the boys were playing, and I said the court was ours. I shot them one scary look, and Lucas and Alex made their team clear out immediately. Good, now let's get some water. During lunch, I made Alex and Lucas get me my food first. I felt like a queen when they laid out all the treats. Best prank was making them janitors for the day. They had to wear uniforms and clean the whole school themselves. After all, they burnt most of the school. The pictures were hilarious. One day, Luke confronted me with a stupid grin on his face. "Hi, gorgeous. What's wrong with you? No one's ever messed with me the way you have. I can't stop thinking about you." "Shut up. I think you're cool. So I'll give you a big prize for your silence. I'll allow you to date the hottest, richest in school." I burst into laughter. Like I would ever date a person like you. It was Alex's idea to burn the auditorium, not mine. But later that he showed a huge bouquet of flowers for me. Everyone, well, I just screamed, "I'm allergic to flowers!" I was reacting instantly. Lucas took me to the nurse's office, and she had to give me a shot. "You look scary, but I still date you." "Shut up. You can't trick me." While Lucas was busy flirting with me, Alex just stopped listening to my orders all of a sudden. You won't have any power left. I'll be happy to see you expelled. I deleted the security footage in the auditorium. The nerve of him. I was so angry that when he sat on his chair, I pulled the chair out from under him. He hit his head on the desk so hard, and I said, "I'm so sorry. Are you hurt? Dang it, I'm seeing flies." That was right. He fell on the floor. Lucas, thank God. He drove Alex to the hospital to tell me that he had a slight concussion. Alex had to take 3 days off to rest. He even missed a basketball tournament, and his team lost without him. I felt terrible. Alex will be okay in no time, and we will be able to hang out. And I asked him, "Are you sure?" "Yes, you're too sweet to worry. It makes me want to take you out." "Stop joking about that. I'm not kidding around. I'll do my best to make you mine." He leaned forward as if he was going to kiss me, and I patted his head and ran off to class. Did he really like me? I was walking around in school of confusion till the day I saw him back, and he just walked off. In our next class together, I exploded. "Can you stop acting like this? I didn't mean to hurt you. We lost a tournament because of you." So the girls' basketball team has been practicing on the front lawn for 4 years. We lost matches because of you, too. That shut him up. "At least what I did was an accident. You started a fire just for your grades." "I did it for Lucas. If he falls one more exam, his dad will have to send him to military school." That took me by surprise. "Don't tell him that I told you." Was my heart beating when he said that? Even if you were a great friend to Lucas, you were a bully to others. So I don't care if you don't want to get in trouble. I walked off. I couldn't help but his weird behavior the next few days. He started splitting the basketball court evenly without a fight, and he got his friends to stop hogging the school lunches. He even convinced the principal to give us all a D instead of an F on chemistry. He still didn't speak to me until a crazy announcement. Even though the camera footage of the auditorium fire was erased, we found footage of the whole thing outside. We know who started it. I felt fear for the boys, but then the principal said, "Come to the office right away, Kimmy." I was in complete shock. As I raced down there, "I didn't do it, sir." "You were the last one into the auditorium. Then the fire starts. The alarm goes off and you run out." It's pretty clear, woman. So suddenly, and Lucas said, "Sir, it was me. No, it was me." "Boys, even if it was you, she knew about it. And I'm sorry, Kimmy, but you're expelled." "No, expelled? This can't be happening. Please, sir. I'll donate $10 million to the school if she stays." My jaw flew open. The principal was literally choking on air. "Make it 20. We need better classes." As my principal danced to like a monkey, he didn't even get mad at me. I walked out and Alex smiled at me. "Are you going to report us now?" I hugged him tight. "I can't believe you did that. I thought you hated me." "There was no way I couldn't let you get expelled because of me. I'm sorry I was such a jerk. I'll take you out for dinner to make up for it." "Yes." Lucas suddenly pulled me out of his arms. "Dude, did you just ask her out? Is that a problem?" "Yes, I already asked her out." "Did she say yes?" "It doesn't matter. I asked her first." You can't call dibs on a person. Are you saying to her? Maybe the boys were mad at each other because of me. They suddenly went into a corner and started whispering to each other. What was going on? They came back looking really serious. "Okay, here's the situation. We realized both of us have a crush on you, and neither of us is backing out. So you have to choose me or Alex." My head was spinning. I couldn't speak, so I just ran out of there. These boys were driving me crazy. When I woke up the next morning, I saw Alex waiting for me downstairs, ready to take me to school. Just as I got into his car, Lucas reached there and swore, "Too slow." They competed all day. The two kept passing me notes in class and winking at me all day at lunch. And Alex fought over who to sit next to me. And the whole school watched it. It was so embarrassing. It went on like this every day. I didn't come to school sometimes, and we decided to drive Lucas' house right out. We've been friends since we were kids. he has his way to be a jerk. I was about to find out firsthand when we reached Luke's house. I saw him packing. The principal called my dad to thank him for the $10 million. He told him about the fire and Dad sending me to military school. He doesn't want me to cause any more trouble. What was happening to Lucas kind of made me feel bad. Dad froze all my accounts and he said that he would pay for it. Yes, you can. Alex loves you. He literally started a fire for you, I said. Alex glared at me. Kimmy, that was a secret. Lucas stunned. He grabbed Alex by his collar. You said that you were the one who failed chemistry. I may have lied. You did all that for me? You're my best friend. I didn't want you to leave, and I'm not letting it happen now. The boys took each other into a hug. Even I had to wipe off some tears. They were so cute. We helped Lucas pack up and move. His dad tried to make a scene, but Alex pushed him away. Wow, I'd never seen someone go so far for a friend. My heart kept racing when I looked at him. Lucas pulled me aside after that evening. You're going to choose Alex, aren't you? How did you know? You've been staring at him the whole night. I get it. He's amazing. I'm very lucky to have him in my life. And you will be too. I'm sorry, Lucas. I'll be okay. Don't worry. Just take care of Alex. You better not hurt him. Got it? Yes, sir. Well, go ask him out. What are you waiting for? I raced out of the room to find Alex, but he was kneeling on the floor outside. The second he saw me, he jumped up. Were you listening through the door? No, I just dropped something. So, you don't know what I'm about to say? No clue. Well, okay, I knew you heard us. Oh, dang it. You're so cute. Come here. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.